Boys and girls, cats and squirrels, I think we can all agree on the fact that Cold War was a game of all time, especially the zombies mode. We had LTMs such as Jingle Hells and the Halloween event, but the weirdest thing of all, in my opinion, was the Onslaught game mode. I think, at least, that it was the first time we ever had a console-locked game mode with intel on the story that you had to buy a PS4 or PS5 for. So today, let's take a deep dive into this by finishing up my final piece of intel, second time around. And if you enjoy, leave a like, sub, and comment down below. And let's get into it. So, by me saying second time around, I mean this is the second time I've got all the intel on Onslaught. This is a terrible game mode in my opinion. It has so much potential, but like, the fact that it was content locked behind a PS4 or PS5 until like literally the game ended, and then they're like, okay, now you have all this stuff. And it's like Onslaught Accelerated. I had a PS4 at the time. I thought this was a fun game mode. Onslaught Containment, fun game mode. Onslaught Mystery Munitions, fun game mode. Diminishing Light, Elite, they're all fun game modes. You're facing off against a ton of elites, you know, like Manglers, Mimics, and Megatons, filling up a soul box constantly to summon these guys and get intel on the story. Of course, the story ends up being irrelevant because the stuff they give you, 90% of the time in this stuff, the story is like, under exclusive content, first off, it barely works nowadays. Like, if you go here and then go here, like, some of the times it just will not pop up. But, like, the Max's stuff, there's 9 documents. I have one more. But, like, it's a picture of Zykov, okay? It's a picture of D Machine that was literally here before the game came out. Why do we need this? We don't. That's right. This game mode in general was a wasted potential of a game mode. If we're playing on snippets of Cold War maps, could have been a significantly better game mode in my opinion. Like, we're playing on Nuketown instead. Like, we're playing Nuketown Zombies in 2023, 2024, 2021 at the time. But, like, Nuketown Zombies on Cold War, but it's off-brand Nuketown Zombies. Like, come on, man. Like, we have the Jingle Hells game mode, which, you know, it could have been better, but it was so cool to just see all the, like, fun stuff going on. And then we just have this game mode in the background that is slowly drip feeding us content that, like, was supposedly a cool thing to buy Cold War on the PS4 for. And many people had PS4s at the time still because PS5s were in high demand and it was really hard to get them. I don't even have one yet. And then, like, to start, you kill 10 zombies and then you move on to the next part of the orb. Then 10 zombies, move on to the next part of the orb. 10 zombies, move on to the next part of the orb. And the only purpose of this game mode, in my opinion, is to get intel. Like, if you're a completionist like me, I've done the intel grind before. This is the second time I've done it. I have all the intel on the normal maps and this now once I finally finish this. And I'll just need to finish Outbreak, which I freaking hate Outbreak and the intel grind. So that's gonna literally life drain me. But I'm gonna get it done. But, like, I'm killing 10 zombies. Literally not even a wave's worth of zombies. And then we're stuck, confined in a little zone. We don't even have access to the whole map. We're stuck in a confined zone, which is, like, a cool concept. But, like, we're not even on real zombies maps. We're on reskin, not even reskin. We're just on multiplayer maps. Literally just multiplayer maps. It's a waste of a game mode. There's so much better stuff we could have had. Like, if you put Grief as a, like, locked game mode, people would have rioted. But it would have been so much better than this. Like, I understand that there's no win-win in locking anything behind, like, a content barrier of, like, a game mode. Oh, and I got the intel. Oh my gosh, I live. The final piece of intel. But, like, you can get it on the first surge that you get a piece of intel. Or you can wait until surge 12 to get it. And then finally you get it, guaranteed on Surge 12. If you didn't get it in the first 11, theoretically you would only need to do 9 before that, but we either get it on basically the first one or the 12th one, it feels like. And it's like, brother, this is so obnoxious. And Intel, nobody liked Intel. Don't get me wrong, I have grinded the Intel before because I am weird like that. But this game mode is just atrocious. I would so much rather just boot up Die Maschine, Firebase Z, which a lot of people hate that map. I personally have a lot of good memories on it, which is why I enjoy it. Not that it's a good map, but I enjoy it because of the Colonel's Office, like Dark Aether strats and other stuff, like at the time that, you know, I have memories of. Mauer Toten is a phenomenal map, bro. They cooked on that map. Treyarch cooked, bro. And Forsaken was an understandably terrible map because it was just a reskin of a, not even a multiplayer, a campaign level. Which, like, understandably, you get to DLC 4, they kind of, like, should have had something better. But, I mean, like, at the same time, I don't think they even thought they'd get to DLC 4 with this game, man. DLC 3, I don't know if you call it DLC 3 or 4, because we had Outbreak, we had Firebase Z, we had Mauer Toten, and we had Forsaken. The best part about Forsaken is the foreskin meme that, you know, everyone made at the time and probably still do. And I truly believe this is an underrated game with a lot of cool, like, mechanics behind it that could have been actuated if there was better time in this game, like, development-wise. You know, the rush that the Call of Duty Treyarch devs had at the time with a smaller studio than they have to make Black Ops 6. It's just, like, they cooked with what they could cook with, you know? The best part about this Onslaught game mode, by the way, is I believe the XP is some of the best in the game, at least up to a certain, like, way. If we look here, my M82, the Barrett 50 cal, I leveled up all the way to max in this game mode. But it took me literally getting the intel on every single map to get it from level, like, 12 or 20, I can't remember which it was, all the way to level 50. And then I finally switched to the MG82. Like, it took me every single intel piece to get to max, essentially. There's like 20 maps that you can play on this. And in theory, you should be enjoying it, but I didn't. Because I was just suffering. All I wanted to do was get done with this intel grind. Because I'm just waiting for Black Ops 6 every day. And this account, that is the only account I can access on my PC, is, you know, not even got Dark Matter Ultra or Dark Aether. Whereas my actual account on my PS4 that I can't access because apparently I typed in my email wrong and PS4/Xbox is okay with that. Not Xbox, Activision, sorry. Xbox is fine. Yeah, I can't access that account on PC. And I don't even know if you could have played the Halloween event at the time on this. Like, I don't know if the zombies would have dropped Halloween stuff. The concept of this game mode of Onslaught is so cool, but when it's actually put into place, it's really done poorly in Cold War. Like, if we're playing on BO3 Onslaught, I think this could be 1,000 times better. BO4 Onslaught even. Like, you just need more maps that are actually fleshed out zombies maps and are, like, built to eliminate zombies on. And you just basically portion them out like you did with Town and Farm and the power station in BO2. And Nuketown even on BO2. Like, if you have those little mini sections of the game, it's cool. It's fun. I think if it's, you know, something like that, where it's just mini sections of actual fleshed out zombies maps, this goes a lot better for them. But instead, it just was a terrible experience all around for anyone involved. And I think it is the most forgotten game mode in all of Call of Duty Zombies. Especially with what Cold War did to innovate on the game. Like, there's so much LTM-wise and, like, Dark Ops, and we had the Crab Apple. I can't remember. It was the Dead Ops Arcade. There we go. Dead Ops Arcade in this game, I haven't even beat ever, but anyone that's ever played it, you know, even though it's not my thing, all I ever hear is good things about Dead Ops Arcade in this game mode, or in this game. Like, that's all I ever hear. And like, D Machina, Firebase C, Marauder Totem, Foreskin, you can clown on them all you want, but at least they have thought and a main quest. When you're playing this game, like, you're playing Onslaught, there's no Easter egg, nothing. If we were playing D Machina like this, and it's like confined, and you can only do certain Easter egg steps at certain times, or you have to like run out into the fog, not even fog, but like the zone, and suffer the consequences in order to like actually, you know, get the Easter egg done, so like it times you. Like, that would be so cool, bro, wouldn't it? Like, Juggernog is required, and they like maybe Healing Aura even is required, and it makes you like completely change the way you play D Machina or Firebase C or Marauder Totem or Forsaken. And especially if like when you're killing zombies, it moves this orb, which is the safe zone. So like, you never know where you're actually gonna be safe and able to do the Easter egg quest. Like, I think that would have been so much better than what we got here, and instead we have to suffer. I'm dying, so I'm gonna end it off at round 12 once we beat this next elite, which is essentially just Outbreak, but, you know, reskinned. That's what this game mode is. It's Onslaught, or it's Outbreak, the HVTs, but reskinned into Onslaught. I don't really like this game mode. I think none of you do either. And if you do, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have such a terrible freaking opinion, because holy crap, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm truly not sorry. This game mode is atrocious. It is genuinely the biggest stain on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's, like, resume, as far as I'm concerned. Like, the maps in Cold War may not have been the greatest, but we don't even talk about how trash this game mode is. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, let me know what your favorite forgotten Call of Duty Zombies game mode is, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces.